Hey guys, Ross Meadows here. Just wanted to show you a quick piece of automation that I like to use for when a deal hits the proposal made section. What that essentially does is makes a triple activity set. Now, if we were to drag this deal here, you'll see that 1, 2, and 3 are automatically made as soon as that deal hits that stage. The idea of this is we've obviously worked pretty hard with this lead or this deal to get them to the point of pricing, spent the time to send a proposal and whatnot. So it's important that obviously we keep on top of that. Now, what we do as common practice is the first follow-up is due the next day, 3 days later is the second, and 5 days later is the third. Now I'm just going to walk you through how to do that piece of automation. Just head over to the top right menu, go to Workflow Automation. In this case, you're just going to do a manually created one. You're not going to use any of the templates. You would obviously hit the Add Custom Workflow up here. I'll show you ours here. So your first step is going to be a trigger. Now, obviously with every piece of automation, there needs to be a trigger and an action. Our first trigger is going to be that a deal is updated. The second condition is going to be that the deal stage has changed to the quote or proposal made pipeline. Now you can select any of the ones that's applicable for you and where you want yours to trigger. The third step is that we create the first activity. Now I'll just show you the fields that we have selected. We have in this case done, the linked deal, the organization, and the person or the people. These are very important. I'll explain why in a little bit. And also a note, and I'll explain why that's important. If you wanted to assign each activity to maybe a different staff member each time, you can do that by ticking the assign to box and delegating it based on that. So back here in the automation, we've got follow-up 1. And then if you hit this little field on the right, you can actually pull dynamic fields for that activity. So in this case, we've got the contact person's name going in the title. You can put the phone number in there if you wanted to, etc. Any field, any custom field can go in there as well. So that can be handy for some people. The type of automation we've got is a call. We've got the due date in 1 day, and we are skipping weekends, so it'll only be business days. Obviously your time zone. We've also got whether that deal is done or not, and in our cases they're always going to be no, because they're future-based activities. Now, linking the deal, the organisation, and the contact person, why this is important. There's pretty much 2 that are really important to me in most deals, right? And what that means is essentially this activity here, if we do not link it to the deal, when you go and visit that deal on a public or on a front-facing level, you won't see that deal in there, right? So, that activity in there. So essentially, it would only be showing in that case under maybe the contact person. So it's important for me, an easy practice really, to make sure that the deal is linked, or the activity is linked to the deal, the organisation, and the person. And that way, no matter where you go based on this customer, you're going to see the activity and know that you've got something in the future, scheduled in for them, or when the last time you spoke to them was. So really important, a really easy thing to do, but just make sure you do that. Another little habit I like to do with any automation is just basically labeling it in the note. It is a note just to use, so no one sees it, but it's handy when, if a staff member has an issue with automation or whatever, you can quickly identify which piece of automation it is and go and resolve the problem. So, and that might be something as simple as, hey, can you add all the deal information in here so it's available in my calendar and I don't have to go looking for it in Pipedrive. It might be something as simple as that. But yeah, I like to do that anyway. Good habit to get into. So essentially what we're doing is we're just creating 3 activities, and we're creating 3 activities just with different due dates on them, right? So quite simple. We're always marking it as no, it's not done, because it's obviously going to be a future-based event. And yeah, essentially get 3 activities in there. I just find that it helps with the follow-up a lot better. It's sort of planned, it's constant communication with that person, and hopefully it leads to you winning more deals. So all the best. And yeah, if you've got any questions, chuck them in the comments below. Happy to help.